Welcome back to another episode of Shots N Shanks. I'm one of your hosts, Eric,
What's up? I'm Kyle.
and we have a special guest with us today, Eddie Fletcher.
Yo, what's up?
Can you tell us a little bit about you, buddy?
Oh, shit. Where do I begin?
What
What do you want to know? What do
It
you
all
want to know?
started 9 months before the daytime started.
Yeah. So when I was just a wee little sperm swimming through the,
Nice.
let's see. Dang, man. I don't know. Musician, beard connoisseur, I guess. A manufacturer of many products. I don't know. I'm just me, man. Just Eddie.
Okay, and so music first, right?
Sure.
How'd you get started in that?
I figured out that I couldn't play a fucking instrument, so I said, hey, maybe I could sing a little bit. And
So vocals?
yeah, the vocal sack, but it is what it is. It gets by.
Hey, wait a minute. We can't start dragging our guests through deep waters before we take our signature shot.
Throw me off the
Show off right.
Yeah,
We're going to be
true.
setting it off on the wrong foot if we don't get our shot in.
All right, I got one.
All right, what you
All
fellas
right,
got
all right.
today?
Is everybody? Well, actually, yeah, we get to. I got, I guess, a little bit of a sort of story behind mine. Not really, but.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right, well, so I'm taking a shot of some extra virgin olive oil from Sicily, and I'm taking it out of my Pompeii shot glass, though, that has some real, like, volcanic rock from the explosion. I got to check that place out. Weirdly enough, there's a lot of dicks there.
Which explosion, though?
The Pompeian explosion. I don't know what it's called.
I think it's happened multiple times. That's why I asked.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Well, the one where like people were frozen like as like statues of ash and shit, you know. But yeah, there's a lot.
The worst one.
Yeah, the worst one. Yeah, probably
the worst one.
But there's a lot of dicks there because I guess back in the day, apparently the Pompeian language was not commonly spoken, but it was a huge port. And so they just had like carvings of dicks pointing to where the brothels were. And then there'd be like drawings on the wall of like what you could order.
Dicks, large dicks, small dicks, Pompeian dicks.
Yep. Pompeian peckers pointing the way.
Yeah, it's just not dicks followed by a list of dicks.
See, I am drinking, doing a shot of Sprite here.
Ooh.
All right.
A little
Is
bubbly.
it McDonald's Sprite? Like the Sprite of Sprite?
No, it's actually out of the can.
Oh, a can man. All right.
Yeah, so no, I drank too much last night, so today I'm not drinking.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. And you, Eric, what do you got there?
I guess I'm the only one that has booze, but I've got a shot of Jack Daniels.
Just run of the mill.
Something that I wasn't told beforehand coming into the party here, I guess.
You didn't get the email?
I mean, I would have grabbed some olive oil, but here we go.
Well, at least it's not gin again.
All right.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oof.
So refreshing.
So viscous.
That was sharp.
Little spicy.
Oh, that had
water.
a weird like kick to it.
Was it the olive sharpness at the end? Like very sharp olivey?
It was like almost like there was just a red pepper flake that hit the back of my throat that I didn't know was in there.
So I don't normally I keep a smaller bottle of olive oil for cooking because I usually use avocado for most things like searing.
Better for high heat for sure.
So avocado comes in with like when you cook pasta and like you strain it and then I'll throw some olive oil on top of it, kind of stuff.
We use a lot of olive oil.
I need to start using it more. I don't use it as often as I should, but I have been told that unless it's low heat, like really low heat, you can use it for, but really it's meant more for like dipping and toppings and like as
olive oil has a pretty high smoke rate.
Man, you can use it for all kinds of stuff. I've
just heard. I guess I'd have to look into it more, but I've heard that like when you get into higher heat stuff, it starts to release like things that are more carcinogenic.
It's when it starts smoking. And then you get a little bit hotter than that, you can burn the olive oil. So you'll taste that burnt oil in your food.
I
Oh
want to
yeah.
Google this because I swear there was something about it being carcinogenic.
So you
but I
want
could
to
be
you
wrong.
want to get the olive oil to where it starts beating up, and then maybe right to where it smokes, but you don't want to like overheat it too much. And that's another thing I like about avocado. And I don't even know like what the actual numbers are for smoke rates, but avocado seems to hold up a little bit more.
That one is definitely better for high heat.
And then there's grapeseed. Grapeseed you can basically fucking put on the highest burner you got.
What, grapeseed?
Yeah,
Nice.
super high smoke rate.
Oh, okay. All right, so it's just anything that burns is carcinogenic. Like technically, even like the char on a burger could be considered carcinogenic.
Yeah, and even vegetable oil could be good at sometimes. Like a lot of people don't realize about vegetable oils that it could be a blend for a bunch of different things. Like the most common oil is soybean oil for vegetable oil. And if it's pure soybean oil, then it's typically pretty good. But sometimes it's just a blend of a bunch of shit.
Yeah, this is just saying that lipids will break down into unhealthy gases, so fats become unhealthy gases. But it's not anything to be alarmed by.
So if you don't want to spend $70 on peanut oil when you fry a turkey for Thanksgiving, buy some vegetable oil and make sure that it's pure soybean. It'd be fine.
Oh, nice. Are
Interesting.
you frying a lot of turkeys at Thanksgiving?
No, not really.
How the fuck
I'm
do you know that?
I'm pretty.
Well, I mean, hey, sometimes squadrons
I know a
do
lot
like
about
turkey
cooking.
fries and stuff. You got like 4 or 5 turkeys getting fried.
Yeah.
I
My
do
dad
know-
used to do that out here. My stepdad, Vern, he used to do 20 or 30 turkeys on the
Jeez.
base for like,
Holy.
yeah, a
Dude,
whole
what did he-
Yeah,
shitload
I'm
of
pretty 50-50 on smoking.
You just fill up an
and frying
outdoor,
turkeys.
like an outdoor above ground pool, and just dunk them all in a big
Man,
ass
he would bring a couple fryers out there, dude, and just fry up turkeys. Good
I'm
stuff.
just picturing
there.
a bunch of turkeys on like the chain swing ride at like the carnival, just like a bunch of them on chains and some big rig, just dunking it into a giant above ground vat. It's like frying 50 of them at a time. Yeah, exactly.
Too funny.
Yeah, I'm pretty 50-50 on smoking and frying turkeys. I try and like alternate every year.
I usually smoke when I fry turkey too, but I gotta be careful with smoking too much.
Yeah.
And I forget what I'm doing. Fuck.
I feel like that took Kyle a minute.
No. I was
Are you
like,
sure that was olive oil?
I was like, wait a second. Well, okay. Well, wait. So we can get back into what you guys started with, because you essentially met each other through music, right?
Yeah. We
100%.
had a mutual friend that was actually the bass player at the time, and I think Kingma had just moved to town, maybe, or maybe you'd been here.
Yeah, so I moved to Little Rock around 2016, and I think that we might have met in 2017.
Yeah, I think it was.
Or it was either the end of 2016 or the beginning of 2017-ish or summer or something like that. But I moved to Little Rock with the intention of playing music because I played for the Italian band. And back when you can use Craigslist, I looked at Craigslist
Holy
before we moved
shit.
out there, and that's how I met.
Does that still exist?
Yeah, I think it does.
I am
but-
so curious what's on Craigslist these days.
Yeah, you ought to look in your
Probably
area and see what
anything
you
you
can find.
want, man.
But anyway, I had met Jerry and Donnie. Jerry was a guitarist at the time, and Donnie was playing bass. And I met them, and we were trying to start kind of our own thing. They wanted to start with covers and then go into writing music. And then from there, that didn't. I think that fell apart a little bit, and like several months down the road, they both had joined Eddie and Eddie And The Defiantz, and I'm not even sure when I got hit up in this process or how.
I know I would see you around town every once in a while after we met.
Yeah,
And
Working
I'm like,
corners.
I think
like
the first time we
Walmart.
ever met was in
Like
Walmart. Yeah,
like fucking Walmart. Yeah,
Truck stops.
I'd see Walmart. I'd see Eric at Walmart, and I'd be like, "Hey, Hey man, what's up? When you gonna, come play fucking guitar for me and quit digging around?
I know. I'm pretty sure I got asked like 3 times before I showed up,
Yeah,
and I think it was between you and Jerry, maybe.
or Donnie.
I think it was Jerry. Jerry asked me, and then I met you, and then you said, "Hey man, just come on out and jam," and then I don't know if it was you or Jerry again. And on the third time, I was like, "Let me go see what it's all about."
Yeah,
And
you
then
finally came out to the jam room.
yeah, we jammed. I got y'all CD from the first album,
Holy
and then
shit!
yeah, and then I threw that in my computer. I learned all the songs by ear, and I want to say like the better part of a day just jamming before I
Before
went
you
to
came over.
yeah, basically audition for you guys.
Yeah, it
Is
was
that
And
good.
jam room? Is that the same like basement dungeon that y'all took me to?
Yeah, I'm still in
yeah,
it.
yeah,
We still are there, dude. I've been in that jam
yeah.
room for like, fuck, I don't know, at least 11, 12 years, some shit like that.
Nice. I'm trying
I've
to
been there a
remember
while.
what the fuck.
Did we have a show, or did you just come out for just to see us
Uh,
jam?
no, I was just out there to visit. Actually, it might have been when we went to Rocklahoma, and just before going on the trip or something, we met you guys and hung out, and then we went to some show and we saw that Hallow
Oh,
Point
we
or
saw
whatever.
Hella Point.
Oh, Howard
Yeah, that
Point. Yeah,
ended up
yeah.
Yeah,
also being at the at
man,
Rocklahoma on
such
one
cool
of the.
Was that
guys.
when we played with them,
Still
or
good
was
friends.
that?
Still good friends of mine.
Oh, nice.
I talk to Brandon every once in a while.
I talked
I
to
see their stuff,
Brandon
but
and Tony.
Oh,
is he
Tony,
the
the
singer?
singer. No shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were
they're not a
awesome.
band anymore, right?
yeah. I swear, I just talked to him. Like, yeah, they split up.
They split up.
I think they laid
Well,
in
one guy
so
got
hard about.
married, and then it was just hard being on the road. I think with a lot of it.
Yeah, and I don't want to say anything negative because there's really nothing negative to say about those guys. All those guys are such nice guys, and
They're awesome and
they
fucking
wrote great
talented as
music. But
shit, man.
I think they just burnt themselves out like super fast.
Yeah,
Could have been.
They
Yeah.
put everything they had into trying to write, 2 full records and then tour as much as they could,
touring
and
out of
just
that little van, that little white van they had when they played
yeah, just
the hangar
kind
or
of
whatever.
burn out.
But Brandon's still playing music. He's in the Discrepancies.
Yeah,
Is that
he's
it?
in that's like kind of like a is it like
They're
rap
they're
metal?
like a punk rap. They're kind of like a Linkin Park almost, or sort of kind of thing.
Is it?
It's like
Something
rapcore or something. Like I don't
like
know, because like there is
the
some
main
rapping to it.
vocalist raps. Yeah, he
This is
raps.
YPE.
Yeah, kind of.
No, because I'm a renegade.
I don't know. They kind of remind me of that kind of shit, I guess.
So anyway, my audition with Eddie, listening to the tracks and learning the songs, there was at no point that I went to this audition thinking that this was my kind of music, because I had just left a like black, and don't get me wrong, even the previous band that I was playing for in Italy was like a black symphonic metal, and at no point was Black and Symphony ever my kind of music, but I listened to the tracks for Eddie and the Defiantz, and I never once thought that was my kind of music. But when I went and actually played with these guys and met these guys, like that's where it changed. Like it was like this
I
is
could get
just
into this.
yeah,
Or
this
like
is
my kind of people, at least.
yeah. There's a nice thing about like being around these guys, kind of thing. And then we ended up going on to write some pretty good tracks.
We wrote some decent shit. We did for sure. We had a blast. It makes everything way
I
better.
kind of took them out of that old school punk metal, and we got a little metalcore, even
Yeah, a little
gent here and there.
metalcore. Jerry was
Well, the
very
gentleman.
thrashy. Jerry liked that thrash,
Yeah, Jerry
Metallica,
was
Megadeth.
super Megadeth, Metallica, old school thrash.
Yeah, which was cool though because you obviously had a different style of playing music. Jerry had a different style, but we made it work.
My entire life of playing guitar, I've always sort of went along with that's why I'm a lead player, because I've always kind of went along with what the rhythm of the entire band.
Right.
And so I don't know, Jerry made it super easy because it was like just these huge openings and things that I can hear in my head easier
Right.
than I ever imagined. Like
No big solos.
like
No Freebird?
I mean, even with
all the
that, you could
time. That was a staple
if we
in the
wanted
fucking
if we
band.
wanted a 2-minute solo, we could. That's not anything that we ever wanted, but it's just with the way that his thrashy like rhythm, like he's 100% rhythm. He's always been rhythm,
Yeah,
and then you can just hear the parts where you kind of fill in harmonically,
I think it came
and
together really well.
yeah. But it was like I didn't have like an entire fucking orchestra to play over too. So that was a big difference. Like I was asked to write solos for the previous band, but it's like there was synth and there was an orchestra in the background, and it's like
You're like writing for Manowar.
it was like it was just
Dream Theater.
it was like
Yeah, right.
how do I fit this in such a tiny gap? Whereas versus the Eddie and the Defiantz vibe was like, here's this huge opening that you can hear in your mind and write to.
So it's like difference of playing in like an alleyway versus a 4-lane highway.
I think it's creative versus forcing is what it is.
Oh, it was very creative. There were just lots of ways we could have gone with everything.
Yeah,
it was
and I
good,
had way
man.
more
It was good.
experience by that time I got to Defiance.
Well, that's good when you have like collaborative minds that are willing to kind of just like see where things go instead of someone having like a dead set endpoint and like on being unwilling to budge or whatever, you know?
Yeah, and that's the
Yeah.
way. Since I've had this band, it's always kind of been, let's not just get stuck in one style of music, not writing all death metal screaming shit, but let's write a hip hop metal song, or let's write something slower, a little ballad, but it's still metal, and then we had a couple songs that would sound the same, but we always
Not
just try to
stuck
keep it
anywhere
mixed
in the
up.
same area, but all of those end with metal at least.
Yeah, because it's hard. People ask me, well, what do y'all sound like? Who, I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck,
dude,
I don't fucking
I
know who we
agree with
sound
you. I
like.
agree with you. That's the hardest.
Well, there's
Eddie and the
also no
Defiance
band
is
that
the
really
hardest
ever.
thing to like say what genre it is.
There's
Obviously,
no.
other than metal, you can be like it's metal,
Yeah.
and you can be like, like some of the maybe more snobby kind of. I don't want to say snobby, but like people that know more music. How would you explain it to them? It's like, well,
Metal.
it's like
Fucking metal.
there's some punk
That's what's so
metal,
hard
there's
though.
some
Music is like
metalcore, there's some gent, and like it's all
like
over the place.
music is like the
It's all
spectrum
over.
though. It's like you're just gonna like there's constantly like some new term for it or new blend of something
And it's
or whatever.
it's
You
all
know?
the different musicians you had. I think Twice James was like one of the original
Yeah.
writers of
Twice
riffs,
was
right? And
Mac
then
actually was the original.
okay,
So
so you had
Mac
like
was very
very like
punk.
punky rhythm riffs,
Yeah, the
and
old
then
school, very first
you
stuff.
had a lifelong thrash metal player and me who just came off of a black metal band, and then followed after Jerry left, you had a guitarist that was very metalcore influenced, and then again me that stayed but got very gent influenced.
Yeah, you did for a while.
Yeah, so I mean it's just like those rhythms just change so much all the time.
Well, we were writing a shitload of music at the time too, because everything was just flowing really good. So it was
Yeah,
real
then
easy
COVID.
to write. It was very easy to write new music because, like I said, we weren't stuck in any. It's got to be this way. It's got to be that way. I never said, Eric, you have to play this, or Jerry, play this. It was, you play what you play, and then we'll, put it all together.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So it was pretty cool. We had some good
Yeah, and
times.
I don't think there's any song that we got down and put all together.
No, I don't think so. I think you came up with something.
Almost every song that we wrote, we would bring something into the jam room. They'd be like, all right, that sounds like this, and I want to take it here. And then we'd just play through it several times, and the next time we came back, we would typically go to here, whatever here was.
Yeah, I mean, it might change 50,000 times before we were all happy with
Yeah,
it and said,
and
"Hey, this is a
dude,
song."
that's really frustrating because I have written that way when people want or they hear in their mind something, and then you got to sit there and just go through 2 hours, even more than that, of what you're
Trying to
trying
reverse
to do.
engineer one person's thought.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
kind of
it's
hard
like
to
you're
do
trying to
that,
get to a
man.
point that's in somebody else's head, and you're spending hours to do it.
That's what I mean. You're like reverse engineering their one thought that you're like, I never
Yeah.
even thought this. Like, I don't know where we're going.
that
Yeah, and
method
it kind
can
of
be
sucks.
pretty
It really
frustrating.
stifles the creativity in the whole
And it
jam room.
rushes things too. So if if let's say in vocals, if Eddie didn't feel the harmony, if he didn't think he needed to be here and going into the song, and like 2 hours later we're trying to rush write it, he might not ever get the harmony that he felt in his heart or mind or whatever.
And
Well, I'm
that's
thinking even just you're getting fed up. You're like, oh, I can't, like, I'm not picking up what you're putting down, so I'm just going to say
exactly.
whatever I
I
need
get
to
fed
get
up
this
after
process
10
done
minutes
with.
trying
And
to.
then you end up rushing things because people are just frustrated. You're like, I want to be fucking done with it. Just do whatever you say, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it
See, and
takes
that's
away the
that's the rush part.
creativity of everything, the rush part. Yeah, because if say Eric came in with a riff and he said, I have an idea for a whole song. Here's what the drums need to do. Here's what the guitars need to do. The vocals need to do this. If I'm not feeling the song, say it just wasn't what I wanted to play or just couldn't get into it for some crazy fucking reason, it would take even longer because my mind is telling me, okay, well, try to write lyrics to this even though you don't want to. And then it's that rush thing, and it's uncomfortable. You're like, fuck it, I'm not
And that's
feeling it. So
Well,
I
that's
think
what I
one of
told Eric about
the best example of a song that we did that with, I think, was
oh,
I don't know if we ever finished and recorded it or any, like, I think we
What, Embers?
might have played it. It is Embers, right?
Yeah, probably either
Because that's
that
the one that
or
that I wrote, and I came in so many times, and we were like, how are we going to do this? Because it was so unique and different to all of our songs.
it
And I
was.
never got to a point where I was like, I'm ready to move forward with that. And
Yeah.
it was like I had visions for it, and I wanted you guys to create things, and we just never got to a point where it was like, all right, we're taking a fucking step up.
Yeah.
It was like kind of such an it wasn't like difficult, but it was an intricate kind of sound.
That happened a lot too after you left with the other guitarist that came in while you were there and then left and then came back. And he would come in with an idea for a whole song. He would have it all recorded, the drums, the bass, the vocals, everything, and say, here, play this.
Yeah, you gotta
and you're
leave
like,
people's hearts
the fuck
alone.
is this shit? Like, you got to give everybody a chance to put their own twist on it,
Yeah.
which eventually happened after days and days of practicing or trying to get together and do something. When you're forced to write some shit that you're not feeling or that you're just
That's
being
the
forced to
most
play,
beautiful thing about
basically. You're
writing
like,
something
fuck.
that's the most beautiful thing about writing something is not influencing somebody that is a musician and has their own instrument, and letting them come up with how they think it should sound. And it
Right.
could be right, it could be wrong, but
It could be the best thing that
still,
you've
like,
ever
you don't
heard.
want
But
to like the thing I hate is when like and it doesn't matter what instrument it is, but let's just say for the fact that it's a guitarist writes the rhythm, writes the leads, and then they get on like a fucking what you call those like the electronic drums, like where you're just writing
oh
it
yeah,
with the
like
keyboard,
Oh,
and they're
like
just
a sample.
MIDI
putting
board?
notes. They're just putting notes
Yeah, on
into
your laptop where you can
the
pick,
shit.
you can put
And
your
it's
own
like, this is
drums.
where I think the drums should be, and it's like sometimes it's just the most basic thing you can get, which is cool. It's keeping the song held up, and then sometimes people will be like, all this like intricate double bass and fills and everything, and like, this is I think you should play it. It's like, first of all, like, you just put a lot on that guy, and
Yeah.
then he might have felt something entirely different, and you just tainted the way
And you just ruined his whole flow of, how we all write. And it's hard for a lot of people to get together and write collectively. I know some people would just rather write everything themselves and then go, okay, this is what I got.
Yeah.
Y'all figure it out, or y'all play it like this or whatever. And you're
And
like,
that works. that does work. I'm not, like
It
nobody's
does
ever
work.
saying
It
that
works
doesn't work.
sometimes, but like I said, if I'm not feeling the fucking song, then I'm not gonna be eager to jump in and just throw some lyrics down. You know what I mean? If it's
Yeah,
Yeah.
not
it
coming,
depends on what role people want to play.
Every
if it's
song is
not
different
naturally,
on how it works.
Mhm.
Because even I've had those with us. Like the Dead by Daylight was one of those where it was like, this is very staccato, very gent, and this is the way it needs to sound. Otherwise, this song's not gonna work.
yeah, and we still
And
play
then
that to this
and then we
day.
did that, yeah, and then we did that, and it worked.
It worked, and it was so weird how it came out because it's actually like the most country ass metal song that I think I've ever fucking written because it's just
My proudest
just the way
moment
it
is
caught
that
me.
Patrick Beam listened to it and was like, that was my favorite song.
No, his actually favorite song was Down. He loves Down.
Oh
That was
no,
his jam.
that's a song that I was trying to mention this whole time.
Yeah,
With
Down, not
the
Dead by
Genty,
Daylight. Yeah,
yeah,
Down, but
down.
Down was just it was just a slower, darker.
That's what I was talking about.
Uh,
How it was like, this needs to be staccato and gent, or it's not going to work, kind of thing. And then we ended up doing it, and it was weird for like a little bit, and then it just like, once we got really tight with it, it was like such a cool song.
I think it was good for us because it wasn't just straight up metal up your ass. You know what I mean?
No, that was like
I even
That's
told
all
the
butt metal.
crowd when
like
we played it, I'm
butt
like,
metal.
we're gonna slow it down a
Butt
little
metal?
bit. We're gonna
No.
slow it down a little bit, and change things up.
It's
So
like we're slowing it down a little bit, but we just grabbed a drop beat guitar.
yeah, no shit. But that Down's more well, it was just it was more
that
hip
was a big
hop.
progression through the time of us playing live shows too. Like, we started in drop D, and then like when I first
Drop D's
joined,
nuts.
we had 2 songs that were in C,
Thanks,
Yeah.
Eddie.
and then by the time I left, we
No
were playing
problem.
D, C, and drop B.
Yeah. What y'all had to bring like 3 fucking guitars with y'all while y'all were
Yeah,
when we played
yeah,
live
fucking
shows.
sucked.
Fucking
Fucking
suck.
sucked.
And then you're back, and then what we get back, and then I think y'all just said fuck it, let's just play them all in drop C or whatever, and
I
that way
think we
y'all
did
only
that
had
for
like
one show because
one guitar,
space or something.
right? But it's been good times, man. We played a shitload of shows, man. Rocklahoma was probably the highlight of.
Yeah, we opened up for a wet T-shirt contest.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
Were you guys on one of the camp stages?
Yeah, so the
Yeah,
Dark Side
the
stage was
big
in the
white one,
campground.
Oh yeah, no, I
the
remember
giant
that
white
one.
tent. Yeah, we played there, and
That was the one closest to our site, wasn't it? When we were there.
It was the only one in the campground that I mean, well, there were 2 actually, but this was like
so
Well, I didn't get
almost
to go with you
sponsored
guys.
by Rocklahoma.
Rocklahoma used to have like several, like four or five in
So
the
Hello
they
Point
did.
was on that one that was right outside the entrance. I can't remember what that was called.
Oh no shit, they had one outside.
Jaeger?
That was like officially sponsored, I think.
Right.
That was a Jaeger. I think it was Jaeger tent.
Yeah.
Oh, Jaeger tent.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that one used to be what the Roadhouse is now.
Okay.
So
Yeah. It's the DMV
yeah, so
now.
the Roadhouse,
DMV
yeah,
processing.
so I think they refuse to have them outside of the venue now because early, late,
Right.
or early on in the week and then late at night, like it just caused too many problems. So I think they kind of nixed all the stages that were out in the campgrounds, but before, like when we first started going there in 2016, they had like 4 or 5 of them in the campgrounds, and
They did.
like they started as early as Thursday when the band, like the main band, started going on Friday in the venue.
Right.
And
Yeah, because what's his face from
not only
Judgmental
that,
was
but
on
like
one.
you'd have like a headliner close out at 10:30, 11:30 o'clock, and then the big stage that we're talking about in the campgrounds would have like bands that started up again at 11:30, and they went to like 1 in the morning.
Yeah,
It's crazy, man. I'm glad we
But
got that good time slot.
the coolest experience that those offered was that there was a couple times that some of the bigger bands came out and they would like almost like incognito come out and check out some of the smaller bands
And hang out.
You
I
had
heard that.
Yeah.
so you had what was it?
Somebody told me Jonathan Davis came out.
Jonathan Davis came out and was just like, just kind of lurking outside of the stage, just watching some of the smaller bands, and was like looking. And then the guys from Gore, they took off their costumes, and then they came out and watched the little.
That'd be
bands.
awesome. So Jeffrey Nothing played the day we played, or maybe the day before. So he used to be in Mushroom Head, and he started his own thing, which was pretty badass. And then
we opened up for Mushroom Head in Little Rock too.
Yeah, that was the dope show. That was packed the fuck out, man. It was good. But like the Rocklahoma thing, we barely got on it because they had all the spots filled. I got a hold of the guy that was putting all the bands together on that Dark Side stage, and they actually opened up a couple spots right before the wet T-shirt contest, like right in the middle of the fucking day. But what's awesome, because you walk around, you're trying to get people to make sure they're at the tent, and you're walking around going, "Hey man, wet T-shirt contest is at 1 o'clock." When it was really at 2 o'clock. You know, so we were getting everybody over there.
That was a funny promotion day, because it was like, for me, the first time I heard like our set time, and then I saw that it was like opening up for wet T-shirt contest, I was like, "Fuck, man!" Like, but then like when you think about the opportunity, you're like, "Oh shit, dude! There's gonna be so many people."
Oh shit! Who doesn't
going to the stage before we're done?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, but there was a shitload of people when we played. I mean, all under the tent, all outside the tent. There were just fucking people everywhere.
Yeah,
probably had the best set time of that whole fucking thing.
We got to see 0% of the wet T-shirt.
Sounds like it.
Also, yeah, none of it. We're breaking down.
As soon as we were done playing, we were like packing up all our shit and like loading everything up, and then like we loaded up in the trailer, and like they were already done with the fucking wet T-shirt contest.
Fuck, man. Fuck. Oh, well,
I remember Nisreen saying some shit about it.
Honestly, the whole place, it's not like it's hard. I remember you walk around and it's like, you throw somebody some beads and they'll flash you or whatever. It's like Mardi Gras.
Yeah, pretty much. I saw
there's something weird. There's something about festival life, man. It's like it doesn't matter what kind of music.
The weirdest thing there is the ball beads.
Whatever.
The ball beads.
The ball beads.
I don't know, man. I saw dudes
not
walking
the normal
around
bead necklace, but the people that wear the big ass beads. It's like, you get this for showing your balls.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Well, D-Rock dressing up in his mankini was high life, man. It was awesome. So we have a good friend that's a Marine buddy that went with us. There's about 10 of us that drove up and stayed in a B&B, and Derek is he's just a really awesome dude and crazy wild, doesn't give zero fucks. And he has a mankini, and it looks like a tuxedo.
Yeah, it's like a full on,
two straps here down into the hammock.
So it's like the Borat getup, but like,
yep, it's exactly like that. So he's out there in the crowd rocking out while we're playing in his fucking banana hammock.
Yeah.
You know what the funniest thing about
that? A couple times, like playing and like looking out and seeing him.
Like, one, that's just hilarious, and two, that's like an immediate like conversation starter for so many women. Just like, oh, look at this confident ass guy running around like an idiot.
Like he gives no fucks. But you saw that all over the place at Rocklahoma because mean, there were dudes walking around in thongs and chicks half naked, and it was crazy. He did bring a lot of pimp juice with him. He makes some shit called pimp juice.
It's like a jungle juice?
Cooler.
It's like a jungle juice.
Cooler full of liquor, full of Kool-Aid, and puts it back in the fucking Hawaiian Punch jugs. And, you just see this big jug going around at Rocklahoma, and everybody's, bottoms up, and this big ass fucking jug, dude. It was
probably some stuff that's like super sweet that you don't taste it, and then you're like dead the next day.
Oh yeah, then it just kicks you in your fucking dick the next
day. We tried to make our own thing. I don't know if one of those years we made this big ass. It was in like one of those 5-gallon things, or maybe
like trash can punch.
3-gallon. Yeah, it was like a 3-gallon thing, but we cut up fresh fruit in it.
Nice.
And we poured like an ass load of tequila in there.
Bro, it's
all the fruits, like the watermelon and mangoes and everything.
Did they go bad?
Absorbing all of it.
Oh, they don't go bad.
Like,
they just
they go bad. You know when you bite into watermelon, how it's like.
Yeah.
It was like straight tequila when you'd bite into watermelon.
Gross. I was not there for that time. That's for sure.
I'm glad I wasn't there. I've heard some stories from Eric and his dad and John and Steamboat and shit that just
I mean, the time that we went was
crazy.
pretty wild. Like
that was
I'm-
definitely later on because
I can't believe how much
me and
beer we
Nisreen
went through.
and she went. So
It's nonstop drinking, man. You wake
that
up
was the
really was.
year.
drinking.
That was the year that Steamboat got super. So we went there on
Sunburnt?
Wednesday to try and. No, well,
I thought
it might have
did he
been the
get
same
real
year.
bad sunburn?
He did 1 year,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
that
There
was
was
really
the
another
year
time
that
that
bad.
there was mud
so
long. He got mudded out.
like the partying starts on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we got there on Wednesday so that we can set up and try and get like we bought this big ass like white wedding tent. And we're trying to set it up before.
Oh, this was the
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So this was the year that we got hit by like a fucking tornado
He told me this
on
one.
Wednesday, and I mean it mangled that puny ass wedding tent and spit it out, and so we had to spend the night inside of the Subaru, and then set up our regular tents the next day. And it was like we didn't have any fucking straw to put down anything because it was like mudlahoma after that.
It was
awful.
bad.
But
It was fucking
dude,
bad.
Steamboat ended up getting so mad that year because it was like everything went wrong. And it was the next day we're sitting there like we had set up all our tents. He pulled out one of them foldable lawn chairs, he sat it down, he sat on it and fucking snapped.
Oh shit.
And then he got up and he's like, fuck this fucking place. He grabbed 2 fucking bush lights and he stone colded them and he's like, like he drank all of it and then just like this place like it sucks.
And it's so
I
crazy.
feel so
'cause-
bad too because he's such a nice guy.
That's
Yeah,
what
that
I
was
was
the
gonna
maddest
say,
I've ever
man.
seen
He's
him.
so nice and always pretty calm. You know what I mean? And very quiet and
He's just a
stays to
smiley
himself.
guy.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
I haven't seen
100%
that
the
dude
maddest I've
forever.
ever seen that dude.
That's funny shit, man. I would hate to see him mad. He's a big dude, man.
He was just like, oh, and then he would grab the beers and he fucking stone colded him. He got down on a knee and pounded him,
Well,
and he's like, this place sucks.
Didn't you say his tent got like flooded out and stuff too? Though
Yeah,
that's why. Like...
Yeah, so it was the whole wedding tent that got mangled, followed by we didn't have no straw or anything to put down, so we
we
put down
ain't got no
tarps.
straw in it.
Ain't got no straw.
So we put down tarps and then put our tent up on top of it, and then his tent ended up getting a bunch of water in it, and then he sat in the chair and it broke, and he was just like,
Fuck this. He was done with that.
yeah, he was like,
One thing leads to another.
Yeah, but we had a good year. You remember how trash we got when we played that 18-wheeler stage?
oh
On the-
yeah, it was like
on
a
the-
huge
on Friday
stage
night,
that
it was like
just
covered in
towable
mud.
stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to walk through like 6 inches
was-
of mud.
dude, Here's I don't want
We
to
got
say
lucky.
hot
It
take.
was
I don't want
dry
to say
as
hot
fuck
take,
when
but
we
that
were
was
there.
like for what equipment that we had, like the speakers they gave us, like we sounded really fucking good that night.
sounded
it was
really
like,
fucking
it was
good.
weird. Yeah.
Plus, the liquor was flowing. Everybody that walked by or that was standing there watching us and rocking out
Yeah, it was like
handing us
this just
bottles
this
of Jaeger
towable
and bottles of this and come over here.
semi-truck trailer that had a stage on it.
Yeah,
And we
flatbed.
jumped
Nice.
up there and they had, whatever fucking speakers it rented. And it just sounded so good. Like the wedges we even had in front of us. Normally, like, normally wedges in front of you without in-ears, like, they're just muddy.
Yeah,
But it was like, it sounded good there. It sounded good outside the stage. It was weird.
it sounded
And this is
great. So-
outdoor, too.
yeah, it's hard to get good sound outdoors
Yeah.
unless you have monitors.
It was so weird. It was
or
like so
in-ear.
janky, but sounded like oddly good.
Yeah, and that was the last year they had any campground
Yeah.
stages. So we really
Dude, we've
really
played
lucked out on that shit.
good sound systems on a little triangle wedge stage inside of
Fuck.
bars and have not heard a thing. Like, you know
No,
what I mean?
you're like, what?
It's just
what the
weird
fuck is going
when you
on?
get to that. Yeah, it's like
Like you're,
there's
it's so
some
good
there's
that you're
some
behind
bars
it and you're
that-
like, are we?
there's some bars that like have spent the money to get like good sound systems, and then they got this tiny ass stage that all 5 of us can barely fit on, and then
Fuck.
you can't hear a fucking thing for some reason.
No,
It's just like
no, and those stages, man. You
obviously
have to.
whatever sound professional they put on it. Like
Yeah,
it's-
usually the
it's
sound guy.
weird because it's like it's the easiest venue to do sound on, but sometimes the worst that we've heard like from the wedges on stage.
It's fucking weird. But so how long were you in the band, Eric?
Up until 23,
Yeah, so you were there a while.
22, 23.
Yeah. So about 2017?
I know I left Arkansas in, what was it, April? And I
Yeah.
didn't stay in the band the entire time until I left. So it was
Well,
it was
no,
a good few months before.
yeah,
Because
so at least, what, 5 years?
Yeah.
Let's say a good 5 years. We played a
Nice.
shitload of shows. They're
Yeah.
like the last 2 years probably that you were here.
Most of the active seasons was just once a weekend, right? Like,
Fuck. Yeah, I think so. Before Chad got in the band, because, the 2-week thing. But
yeah.
when it
I
was
mean,
you and Jerry and
we'd
Donnie,
still roll out with one guitarist too.
yeah, we did a couple shows like that. I think that really pissed him off, but
We
it
drove
is what it is,
What was the one that we drove all the way to Austin, play that one show?
Oh, that fucking sucked dick so bad, dude.
Yeah.
In Austin, what place?
I
just
thought
came
that was
back
going
and
to be so
some
much cooler
shit
than it
hole
was.
in the wall, man. It was like Knights of Thor
This
chapter
is like
party.
8 hours away from Little Rock, man. We get there and we're like, "The fuck is this?"
Oh no!
What the fuck? Yeah, we had to stay. Well, we stayed right outside of Dallas, and then got up and drove the next day.
We were doing a favor.
You stayed outside
We
of
were doing a
Dallas when you
favor.
played in Austin?
Right, it was a favor,
What the fuck?
and like we were like, "Hey, we'll go out there for gas money, basically." And then
Pretty
we get
much.
there, and they were like, "Didn't we have a hard time getting the fucking gas money for coming out there?"
No, the dude actually paid us out of his pocket. The guy that put
Oh,
the
because it was
party
supposed
together.
to be. It was
There
supposed
wasn't
to be.
hardly anybody there. Remember, they had like 20 bands, 2 days or some bullshit. And when we played, there was Tap Dead Center from Shreveport, who are some good friends of ours, and
Yeah.
then Rattlesnake Mafia drove down from fucking Indiana
Oof.
to play this fucking party. But there wasn't hardly anybody there. I think we made.
No, I mean, that was the big
it was like
understanding that we had. Like,
$170 or some crazy shit.
you're trying to put this many bands into 2 days, and like the travel arrangement that these people need, like that was our big understanding. We're like, we'll go out there, for gas money.
Yeah, and that barely covered gas money. But the trip back was me and Jason were talking about that the other day, man. So Eric here decided to buy some pickled quail eggs, I think they were, or some kind of pickled ass eggs. So we're all riding in the van.
Was he shitting his
There's
ass?
no, like, in a van. We got a van. Donnie's driving the van, pulling the trailer, and I think that maybe the side windows opened up or the back. You know how vans, you can just kind of pop them open.
Dude, those big ass fucking vans.
Yeah, like the panel window.
Yeah. So we
Like
ate
the old-
fucking
the mystery
Mexican before we
machine.
left. We all ate Mexican, which was not good. And then fucking Dab's like, "Hey, look what I got! I got these fucking pickled quail eggs right here." He said,
But it just smelled like low tide in that thing.
"Oh my god, dude, it was bad. It was bad. Like everybody in the van's gagging, almost throwing up. We're trying to open the window. I think I got my head by the little crack down at the bottom of the window. It was fucking horrible, man. But we laughed so fucking hard.
Bro, so here's the thing. I got hit with some bombs on a trip that we took just before that. And I had warned you dudes. I was like, dude, next road trip we go on, I'm bringing these pickled quail eggs.
I remember. I forgot that beforehand. That's why you were retaliating.
No, I said that I was going to do it beforehand.
I do remember that, you son of a
But
bitch.
at least I waited till after the show.
I mean, that's true, because it was a rough ride down there anyway. In that fucking van.
We had to stop just outside of Dallas.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad, man. Like, I can still almost smell it. Like, I want to gag right now. Fucking just thinking about Eric, because he'd been drinking beer and eating cabbage like 2 or 3 days before. It was fucking horrible, man.
Yeah,
fucking horrible. But we had a lot of
my
good fucking times.
My grudges are the worst.
It was yeah, I'm sure. But we had a good time though. I mean, 8 hours there, 8 hours back. Well, we stopped and crashed. Out like an hour outside of Dallas. It was just fun, just a good road trip, because we all got along really good. So I think that's what made it so fun.
Yeah, we'd always do some ridiculous ass shit when we were on road trips. We'd seen like Lady Gaga or something,
Fucking crazy shit. But what's funny is when you get out in a small town and you got all these dudes wearing black and beards and all musicians, and they're in this little bitty ass town, and 10 of us get out of the fucking van and roll into a gas station at 3:00 in the fucking morning to get something to eat. You just get these crazy looks, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah. It's like well, I wanted to rob somebody, but probably not you fucking guys.
I don't think so, man. Not with all of us. And Donnie's a big dude too, so that didn't help.
Yeah.
Didn't help at
Yeah.
all. But it's been a blast, man. We're still rocking and rolling. We lost our guitar player and our bass player recently. So we're just kind of on the hunt. We took some time off to do a lot of deer hunting this year, me and Jason, and get the beard bully shit rolling. But we're gonna get back after it probably. Hopefully February we'll start looking for a guitar player or something.
Nice.
Keep riding.
Nice.
How'd the deer season go? Who got more?
Fucking suck. Neither one of us got shit. Fucking suck. Fuck them deer. And the worst part about it, Eric? You know where I live? Yeah, fuck them deer.
But you go to deer camp, don't you?
Yeah, we go to deer camp like down South Arkansas. But the worst part of it is, in my own neighborhood, I see fucking deer almost every day.
It's because they're taught you.
They're smart.
Fuck them deer, man. Every day, day, night, it doesn't matter. They're fucking herds of deer.
I mean, they change their whole goddamn routine. They change their whole location, the routine every year because it.
Yeah, it just but they're doing a bunch of clear cutting down in our land, so
like, you can shoot us between the hours of 7:15 and 6:45.
Yeah.
Well, we're
5
gonna
o'clock, whatever the fuck it is.
We're gonna go eat around 3 a.m.
Yeah, fuck.
Like, I mean, they changed their whole routine.
Riding around at night, headed to deer camp, you see them.
They change their whole routine. Then they travel into residential areas, and they'll be like, "Yeah, you can't fucking shoot me here.
You can't touch this." Ding, 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 ding. Just fucking walking around.
Fucking deer. So,
man, I've always wanted to go on an elk trip, like go out to Montana and do an elk trip or something. That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome. I want to kill a bear.
Well, bear.
I've eaten bear before. Bear's pretty good.
Yeah, and you can hunt them right here in Arkansas. So.
Yeah, aren't the black bear numbers going up, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Try and get them right before hibernation, because I hear that you can actually taste the berry in their fat, they're sweeter.
Really?
I remember.
Yeah, because the wildest thing about PCS and fructose makes them competitive eaters and whatnot.
Oh,
so they gorge on it to be fat for the hibernation. Apparently, you can taste it in the fat, like they are what they eat, kind of.
That's what I do.
So that was the wildest thing about PCS and back to the States. Because when I got to Little Rock, I think I had been in the flight for 4, 5, 6 weeks ish, and we're leaving work. We go into the parking lot. There was a sort of half football field of cleared grass, and then there was woods. The base has a lot of woods on it, and we're going to our cars in the parking lot, and we see just on the other side of that little cleared area, this bear comes out, stands up, probably smells us, then sits back down and runs back into the woods.
Oh, you fucking stink!
And
they've had a couple bears out there.
I look at the other two people, and I'm like, was that a bear? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, is that normal? And they're like,
holy shit. No, it's not normal.
We're like, no, we've never seen a bear. And
that's crazy.
that was the only bear that I saw the entire time I lived in Arkansas.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's just that one bear on base. What?
On base.
Hey, just know that I exist. Okay, bye.
We're out here.
I lived there. I lived there 9 years, and that was the only bear I ever saw was that one on base.
That's crazy. They've seen him a couple times on base. I'd say 3 or 4 times that I know of.
Yeah, it's crazy because there's plenty of space for one to live. It's just the thing that's wild is how does one get on there?
Fuck.
Very sneakily.
I know there's a bear shit in the woods. I mean, there's a lot of shit. Very sneakily.
Very sneaky bear.
Yeah.
So I heard you say that you were while taking a break from music, you started up the beard company, which I see you
Yeah,
wearing
American Beard
flag.
Bully, man. Look at that. Get you a good view of that. Well,
Yeah, and
I
you got
didn't
the
start it up. So a buddy of mine started it up in 2004.
okay.
Him and his wife. He's got a massive beard. It's probably, I don't know, down in here some crazy shit. And
Oh wow,
he was using some stuff, and his wife didn't like it. It didn't smell that good. I think it was breaking her out. It just wasn't really good shit. And
yeah, I can't have
this was
that.
during the pandemic, man. And they decided, hey, let's make our own shit. You know, let's see
Nice,
what we can do and get our own stuff out there, and maybe make it big enough where we can do that for a living, full time, or not. And they started messing around and putting products together, and they wanted to do all natural, which
nice,
is awesome because a lot of people are allergic to everything. You know what I mean?
true.
So they got it together, man, and sold it at some events and started doing stuff like that and started online sales. Then they asked myself and my girlfriend if we wanted to join in. They were looking for some partners to help out making the product, going to events, just getting the word out, you know. So
Nice.
we've been kind of working with them for about 2 years now, I think. Seriously, 1 year. But we have a shop in Hot Springs. My buddy owns a barber shop down there. He was actually putting himself through barber college while he was making and selling the product. So that kind of helped him out,
Nice.
helped them out for a while, you know. And
Yeah.
now he's got a barber shop, and we sell it out of the barber shop. We have our production in the back of the barber shop, um, where we make all the good shit, man. We do beard butter, beard oil, and body soap. And we have some
Okay.
ladies line. They make some ladies candles, and I think they had like a ladies body butter that we'll probably get back into making some stuff for the women.
Cool. Okay. And I actually I pulled up your site earlier, so let me here, I'll share the site here so people can kind of see what you got going on, and
Yeah,
then
check that out, man.
yeah, you can tell me what to click on maybe that to check out. You can tell me what good products to look at, you know.
Right on.
Yeah, let's get this going.
What's been your favorite so far?
Shit, man. I go from the hunting dog to the junkyard dog to top dog. Top dog is I like all of them, but I use the top dog quite a bit. It has a cherry tobacco, a leather, and peppermint scent.
Are those
Okay, so
oils or butters?
Now, well,
looks like both.
we have them in everything. Yeah, so that's we have them in the butter, we have them in the oil, and then the body soap as well. So you can get all three products with the same scent.
So do you normally use both? Do you put an oil
I
in
use the oil, so like the oil is good for your skin. It has a lot of good vitamins in the oils. Sunflower seed, sunflower oil, jojoba oil, argan, castor oil.
you guys
It's
use
really good for your
sandalwood?
skin. And
Yeah,
in some of them, yeah, we have a little sandalwood in the scents.
because my understanding is beard oil is meant to replenish the oils that the hairs sap from your skin. So it's really
Exactly.
more to go at the roots to get to your skin, and then the
Yeah.
beard butter and like beard balms and stuff are more to condition and get all the way through to the tips and whatnot,
Yeah,
right?
man, exactly. So the oil you just like you said it. A lot of guys get real dry and itchy, you know,
Yeah, beard
underneath
drift.
their beard. Golly, you're like, "Argh."
Yeah, they get like beard
Yeah.
dandruff, beard drift, or whatever, you know.
Yeah. So you just use the oil, man. Put it on your fingertips a little bit, you know, and kind of rub it in there real good. Just work it into the skin. It helps rejuvenate that, and
Helps me a lot with I know with my mustache because I like to style my mustache.
right.
And with using that product and the constant like pulling and whatnot, putting the oils in there really like soothes and relaxes the skin under there. Because sometimes I'll get to the point where there's nothing actually there, but there's so much irritation from just like the pulling and the constant
Right.
tugging or whatever, that
Right.
it almost feels like I've got like a pimple or like an ingrown hair or something, but there's nothing there. And I notice when I apply a little more oil and then some balm and just kind of like let it sit for a bit, it definitely it soothes it right back to shape.
It does, man. And the beard butter is good for just kind of rejuvenating your beard, your hair. Anyway, it's good for your hair, so kind of conditions it, and it also gives it like a medium hold. I think our butters are probably about a medium. You
Right.
get them wild hairs and strays going everywhere and all that, so it kind of helps tame it down, man.
Yeah, I've
Good
heard.
stuff.
I want to get these. Actually, I shouldn't say want to get. I'm waiting for them to come in, but they've got mustache like training wheels that you can get so that your mustache
Training
will
wheels?
naturally. Yeah, so you wrap your hairs around it, and then it's got these little clamps, and so it keeps it up so that naturally it kind of wants to do its own
Oh, I
handlebar
got you.
shape.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
you can throw those in there to mess with it, and they say to throw some like beard balm or beard butter in there with
Right.
it on there. Like hit it with a little oil, let that sit for a little bit, and then throw some of the balm or whatever in there, wrap it up, and then keep it there for like an hour or longer if you can. And it helps to train it with that medium
Cool.
hold
I
and
can
whatnot.
picture like you with the old school curlers, that the women used to have, them big crazy curlers. And
Yeah. I ordered some of those too, actually, because there's some guys on Reddit that say that it works.
He goes to bed with a cap and curlers on his mustache.
Yeah, on his mustache. Probably some cucumber over his eyes, a little green mud mask or some shit.
So what they say is the oil is good for the skin and the balm's good for the beard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You were gone during that conversation.
Okay.
Oh, was he? Oh.
Yeah. He had to go. What do you got, a bush there? Bush.
Bush. No, I don't.
No, you're not drinking bush? I'll be damned.
No, what? I'll be damned is right.
I got this here.
But yeah, so we do that. And then we do we have the body soap. So we make a soap as well.
All right, let's see what else we got.
Let's see.
I'm guessing
Scroll
this
down.
would be under beard care because you got right here, beard and body soaps. Yep.
Yeah. So it's a big ass.
You said the body wash is nice.
Yeah, the body soap is good, man. It's all natural as well. It's a 4-ounce block of soap.
A big old block.
Yeah, it's a big block. Well, that says 4.8, so
almost 5 ounces.
It's just a big square manly block of soap that lasts for a while.
Are they all bars?
Yeah, they're all bars.
Okay.
And we pour everything ourselves. We mix the product together, melt them down. We do hot pours on all our stuff.
How much lye would you guys say you put in it?
We don't put lye.
No lye.
No lye, man. There's no lye in there.
No, there's lye. Yeah. There is lye.
There is lye. You're a lie.
You lie.
That's a cleaning agent.
Yeah, just
I can't imagine it's much because I don't think you need.
It's not much at all. It's probably just a couple ounces or so. Not ounces, a couple drips, milliliters.
Yeah.
7 pounds. No. I have no idea how much.
It's good, but so they worked on the pH balance for the soap.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Like I said, a lot of people were, if you
can look
shampoo your beard with the regular shampoo in your shower, what have you, it dries out your beard hair a lot, So what we try to do was try to make it where the pH balance in the soap was good for everything. I think it's 3.5 is the pH balance on the soap. So it's good for your face and your hair as well.
Is that Brandon and Anna playing together?
Yeah. Looks like it. Yeah. So there's the owner of the company and his wife. Brandon he's not playing guitar at the moment because he has a barbershop and just kind of changed directions on where he wanted to go with his journey. His wife, Anna, is she's still out playing, rocking and rolling.
Nice.
She's in Moonshine Mafia. She's got a lot of stuff going on. She has a band called Jam Halen that is a Van Halen cover band.
Jam Halen, I like that.
They're
Everybody
awesome,
wants some.
I want some too. But yeah, so they're doing good, man. They make it work, and then we make beard products on the side and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking at their story here. Like you said, they started up during the lockdown.
Yep. Yep. And then so they named everything after their pit bulls. They have a couple pit bulls that they just kind of branded everything after.
Nice.
That's cool. The pitbull with that big ass mustache. Is kind of cool.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that beard, dude. Look at that beard on Brandon.
Yeah, that's.
Holy
jeez. Yeah. See, so he's got the his handlebars
man.
Yeah.
So he just uses some of the.
You wouldn't be able to have that without American Beard.
He's always able to tame.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't do that enough, and so I want to get those things to kind of help me jumpstart, and then I guess I got to keep playing.
Yeah,
with
do
it.
that, and then keep putting butter in it, man. I'll have to send you some butter to try out and see what you think.
Yes, yeah, man. Let us try it out. We'll put it on the next episode. Talk about.
Yeah, man. I should have sent you some beforehand, but hindsight's always 20/20.
It's all good. You know what we both use now, so.
Some crap from Walmart or some shit. I don't know. Some shit from Walmart. I don't know.
No, I use the Viking Revolution, which is pretty good. But I imagine if you guys any bit of heart
so here's your hat.
Into the oils and balms,
that's the hat I have on. So you can order some merch. We got all kinds of stuff.
Oh, you got some kicks too. Nice.
Yep.
Oh, that's like my there's the mustache. Heck yeah, I like it. Yeah, man, cool.
Yeah, so we're just trying to get it out there, and we'd like to do it full time. Is what we'd like to do. Just go to events, sell it out. Now that's the barbershop, right?
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So he
located
in Hot Springs, 413 Park Avenue. Actually, if you know anything about Hot Springs, it's right off Central.
Yeah, it's like on almost near the square.
Well, yeah. So you go down Central, and then it takes a right. And they're revitalizing that end of town right now. So they're building more Airbnbs, bars, local stuff.
That's a nice day to get out and have because there's some nice places to eat, grab a couple of brews, and then get a haircut.
Yeah, man. There's lots to do in Hot Springs.
Is that where the river stuff is?
What's that?
Is Hot Springs where like the river float? Don't you guys have like a river float thing out there?
Hot Springs is where there's natural hot springs.
Yeah, so they have water coming out of the ground in certain places.
They've got a lot of spas and stuff there.
Oh, okay. I thought you had like a river float thing.
He's talking about the river in Malvern, the Ouachita River.
Yeah.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, it's not very far from Malvern.
Yeah, we used to float on the Ouachita. It's nice.
Yeah, it's fun. We haven't floated that since
a perfect 2 hour ish float.
Oh, it's like 4 hours.
4 hours?
Yeah, it's about 4 hours.
Yeah.
That's a good
it's
float.
a nice float. It's just a good day float. And it's only an hour away from most places.
Float.
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
I literally just watched.
Tell them your float stories, Derek.
Which one of them?
Golly, with Dustin and Gina.
Well, hold on. Let's give a quick. So, is there any like social media stuff that people should know about or whatever?
Man, American Beard Bully Company.
Oh no, where did it go?
I was hoping there were some pictures of the barbershop on there because he's got a really old school vibe on there.
I wonder if we could just Google it.
Yeah, you can.
Or locations, maybe if this will show it.
Yep, do that, and then
if I click this, will it show me on Google
you can go to Big A's Liquor right after that.
Yeah, it's right next door. Right, we go there all the time. Yeah, there you go. So Brandon, him and another guy pretty much did all the work on this barbershop themselves.
Oh, dude, that's nice.
The 10 ceilings. So there used to be a place.
Is it like one of the modern ones where you can grab a brew while you're doing it too?
I mean, we have drinks in there at the bar. He's got a bar. So he's got all old school furniture. He has the
that's really
whiskey
cool
barrels for the sinks. You can get a hot towel. He does
really
hot towel.
That's so much cooler than where I go.
Fresh shave.
Old sliding barn door. I like that.
Yeah. All the wood. So the product, see that door right there in the back is where
that's Zach.
We make the product.
Zach there's Zach.
To the left, back there. That's where we make the product in the back.
Secret spot.
Zach White.
Yeah, Zach White.
Homie.
Zach White. Yeah.
No way. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
man. He goes down there every once in a while and gets a
This
fresh
is the
shave.
guy that named himself Chode Wrangler because he used to be our manager.
Yeah. He used to go with us and just make sure we didn't get in trouble and
Well, I bet it was like herding fucking cats.
keep
Yeah.
up with us, especially when we start drinking, because
At times, yeah.
we used to drink quite heavily.
Especially with Jerry sometimes. I feel like Jerry.
Oh no, a murder! Just kidding. It's a straight
Yeah.
razor shave.
Great. Oh man, it's a good
Jerry
45
was the
minute to
most
an hour
like I
cut.
won't listen to you, motherfucker. There was.
Yeah, fuck. Jerry and his tequila, man. But anyway, so yeah, Zach would he just kind of keep us in line, make sure we didn't leave shit behind, and
Right.
all that. But yeah, if you're in Hot Springs, man, go by Brazil's Barber Lounge. You can go
Nice.
online and set an appointment. And Brandon's an awesome dude. And the shop's just really cool. Got a nice vibe to it.
And then AmericanBeardBully.com.
American Beard Bully, yeah. That's where we
Nice.
make it, man. We have some in the shop. You can come in there and get your cut and then leave with some beard product.
Oh, cool. All right. And if you go there, they've got all their social links as well anyway.
Yep. And we do a lot of cool stuff, man. We throw beard competitions.
Nice.
We get judges. We do a lot of stuff for veterans. We have a lot of veterans hit us up to actually throw their beard competitions for them. So IMC, Brandon's wife Anna MCs, and then we have some
And I'm
judges.
sure you already said this, but you're opening a shop on Travis, right? Or not Travis, Little Rock?
Opening a shop?
Yeah. You guys are doing something on the base, right?
Oh,
No, I
no.
think
That's
it's
a
based
totally
on-
different. That's D2Z Designs, man. That's the laser engraving place. It's already on the airbase.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I have a buddy that I'm also partners with on that end of it. He can laser engrave anything, man, as long as it'll stay still. He can do it. Guns, knives, glass.
I've got Nicholas Crocker. Can he laser engrave me?
Yeah. It sits still long enough. I don't know how long you'd sit still with the laser burning your flesh.
Yeah, that was just a shitty Meet the Parents joke.
How about we
Yeah.
link the Spotify here?
Oh, you want to do that? Okay, here we go.
Yeah, we can link the Spotify and see anybody that's listening, watching, check it out. See how
check it out. We're all right.
these days.
We're better live. I hate recording. Recording is just not a singer's.
Well,
you know why singers
I
hate
love
recording?
but after several days, it's a pain in the butt.
It is a pain in the butt, but you know why singers hate recording? Because we're all alone in the booth. And guitar players
should be.
Yeah, it does. Guitar players love it because they can hear fucking 12 of themselves.
You know why guitar players and drummers and bassists like it less than you? Because we have to do the scratch tracks, and then we have to turn around and record our own parts after that.
I know.
All you have
I just
to do
go
is
in there.
listen to the scratch track, and then do your voice once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, however much you say.
Yeah. It's usually not that many, but yeah, it's pretty. I like.
You're normally done in
sucks.
like 2-3 takes.
Yeah, it usually sucks though
But
because
still,
I have to wait.
You don't have to do the fucking scratch track.
I know, but I gotta wait. 20 fucking days later after y'all record all your shit.
Yeah,
because I gotta wait till everybody's done. I can't. I'm the icing on the cake.
I've been in bands where singers don't even show up to the scratch track. So,
I mean, I was there. I was there every time we were at the studio. I was there.
He was there.
So
like a good dad, he showed up
That's
for
right.
his kids.
I just want to make sure
force
shit
our
goes
drummer
right.
to listen to a click track.
Yeah, he hates that. Drummers hate fucking. Most drummers I know hate.
When they're just in there, and all they're hearing is
not most, just a few.
Just a few. But it is what it is. Recording is just part of the process, and it's the end result is what you're after anyway. So we do have an album. I don't know. Did I send you one? I don't think I did send you one. I was supposed to send your dad one too. Yeah, well, we got some vinyl pressed recently.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't get sent any of those.
No, we did. We gotta thank you on there. I think. Hold on one second. Let me grab one. I think they're right here.
Did you get your Spotify pulled up?
Said he has to take shit.
No, he's going to grab. He's going to grab his shit. He already
He's
left
going
it
to
in the
grab
toilet.
Eddie and the Defiantz music, which is taking shit.
He's reaching right into the toilet and grabbing his floater.
Oh no!
He's just gonna come out and it's just gonna be mushing through his fingers.
Bullshit.
Here's for you. It's just like squishing out like Play-Doh. Oh, a tea?
The hell is that? Oh, golf
tea.
tee. Yeah, why am I not? Was it in your pocket or some shit? So this is
it was just sitting on my desktop.
He was kegling it.
This is the album. You see that? Malice Intentions.
Malice Intentions.
Yeah. So, got a dude walking through the fire. You know, kind of rising up, kind of thing.
Wow,
that's cool.
That's fucking cool.
And then on the back, I don't know what the.
Wait.
Oh, your screen's reflecting on it. That's why.
Go all the way. Go up to the song list. Go up to the song list and start at the beginning.
Can you see that?
Situations.
Kill Slip.
Redemption. Boys. No. Down. Never mind. Boys.
Lost and Betrayed. I'd rather die. Dead by Daylight.
Into the Dark.
Yeah. Into the Dark.
How many of those songs did I write?
Oh, fuck. I don't know, dude. You wrote Dead by Daylight. You wrote Down. And I think that's it. I think Donnie pretty much wrote Into the Dark or started the riff with the bass. Situation, I want to say that was probably Jerry. Yeah, I think that was Jerry. Kill Slip was Chad.
Yeah, no, that was kind of both of us because we had like the guitar solo battle toward the end.
What on Situation?
Situation, yeah.
Yeah, and then Chad wrote Redemption and Lost and Betrayed, I think. I'd Rather Die was early. We were playing
Chad
that. I want to say Chad, yeah. Chad as well, but you know, they eventually turned into everybody's song because we had to change shit up and kind of make it the band's and not just one person's shit.
That's cool. How come you're not sending me a vinyl?
That's what I'm saying. I need to send you one, man. You have to text me your address and I'll send you one. I think I gotta send Pops one too.
You gonna sign it too?
Yeah, I can.
He's gonna teabag it.
Yeah, I'm gonna teabag it for rub my nuts on it. But yeah, Twice James was in the band when we.
What are all these smudges?
Is that a pew? The fuck is that?
Pew?
What is tiny ass smudges on it?
No, that won't be tiny.
Who dragged this little mushroom camp across my fucking vinyl?
Yeah. Was there a smudge in like one little lane of track?
The groove. Use your dick to play.
Right, one groove and then it's got smudge.
I'll send you one.
You'd have to pull your balls out of that groove, like.
I don't know. They're pretty big, man. I don't know. They probably fit more in the hole in the center than the groove of the fucking track.
That's still small. I'll take it.
Just one of them. I didn't say both of them. Just one.
Well, if one can go in there, the other can.
Nah, it probably gets stuck. It's like a pecan.
You don't put it in sideways. You got to rotate it.
Kind of move it around a little bit.
Fucking stack them.
Yeah.
By pecan, you mean like chopped pecans?
No, definitely like walnuts. You know, pretty big. But
all right, yeah.
The music's been fun, man.
Chopped pecans to walnuts to Brazilian nuts.
Whatever. Brazilian nuts, big nuts. That's all. How the fuck did we get on this? So we went from music to beard shit to nuts. Great.
Yeah.
Great. That's awesome.
Soup to nuts. That's what we talk about.
That's how tiny Eddies are.
Is it shots and nuts? Is what y'all gonna call it now?
Shanks and nuts.
Shot to the nuts.
I'm the only one that really took shots, so.
Shot. Oh,
George. Anyway, so what else y'all want to discuss? Change a little segue there. Change the direction of where this is going.
I thought we were on something with nuts, but what else?
I mean,
The health impact of
just
nuts.
let me hit this close button or leave, and then y'all can talk about nuts all you want.
So I know you're on a break from music, but do you have plans for what comes next, or is it kind of just find the right people and see where it takes you?
Yeah, pretty much, man. It's all about getting the right people. We had a guitar player come in that learned our shit in like a week.
Oh wow!
Amazing fucking guitar player, and played a couple shows. He played a show, and then Eric left. So here's where we are. But this was another cat, and he was just fucking wound up too tight, man. He couldn't take, in the band life, you give your brothers a lot of shit. A lot of shit.
Yeah,
just,
you gotta have skin.
You gotta have thick fucking skin, man. And if you can't take somebody joking with you or giving you shit, then a band's probably not the thing you want to be in, because it's not for the faint-hearted. You got to put up with people shitting in the van after eating quail eggs on a long ass trip, or you just
deal with egos too. I mean, everybody's got an ego,
man. Everybody's got a fucking ego. I don't care.
And as soon as someone comes with their own idea, whether you like it or not, it's like they get tunnel vision on their baby. You know what I mean?
And honestly, a lot of guitar players have the egos. It seems like the better they are, the bigger the fucking ego is.
Well, good thing it suck.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, it sucks. You got to find the right group of people, or the chemistry has to be there, or it's not. It's just gonna self implode.
Yeah,
right,
well, I
know. I've got a list of 3 questions for you, Eddie.
Oh shit!
Okay.
As we're wrapping, and it's a truth or
drink. Are you gonna let Kyle finish what he was saying?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say it was just from doing some music stuff in the past, but also from coming from public affairs where people were making video projects and audio projects and things. It's just I recognize that that artistic aspect of the mind. As soon as you come up with an idea and you start executing, and then people come in with questions, it's like most people default to being attacked mode instead of just nah, man, I'm just trying to understand where why did you do this instead of that? Because to me it might seem like this, but your explanation could justify it. I'm just trying to get in your head to understand your thing, but people get you're attacking their baby kind of deal.
It is. And that's why I say you got to have thick fucking skin, because if you don't, it just you get your feelings hurt way too fucking easy. Then you end up leaving the band or whatever happens.
Yeah, and you got to know how people you got to know the difference between ball busting that's also meant as constructive criticism, or just ball busting, or just hey man, I don't know how else to tell you other than just telling you, and I'm not trying to be a dick, but you need to hear it.
Yeah, and you got to be straight up. There's no pussyfooting. If you go behind somebody's back and talk to this band member about this and this, and then it gets back to you why couldn't you just come to me and say, hey dude, this verse sucks, or this riff sucks, or fucking whatever.
Well, it's just like friendship, or like we learned in the military and whatnot. It's just go to the source of the issue. Just solve shit at the lowest level, man. You're just gonna cause more problems when you start pussyfooting around things. Just go to and fucking figure it out.
Yeah, and a lot of people can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth.
I know,
but you have to be pretty straightforward with people, and then you're the asshole. You know what I mean? When you just say, hey, look, this is how it is, blah blah blah. I'm just telling you because I'm the guy that needs to tell you, or something needs to be said. But then it just starts that whole fucking drama bullshit,
It can, yeah, and that's where you find the right people. But I'm also glad you phrase it that way, because that's how I say it. Is I'm an asshole because I'll have my opinion, or I'll say what I feel or what I'm thinking or whatever. But if you feel badly about it, it wasn't my intent. So I'm not trying to be a dick. Right. I'm not going out of my way to make you miserable. You just might not like what I have to say, but I'm just being straight up with you. You know what
I mean? Yeah, and that's the way I've always been, man. Is I just, I'm going to tell you like it is, regardless of your feelings, or I'm going to try to be as nice as possible. But I'm gonna
But
say,
maybe
hey,
that's
dude,
also the disagreement that has to happen for you to find the common ground you needed anyway.
yeah, yeah, you have to do that because it's you can find the best fucking guitar player in the world, then he moves to fucking California, and then you got to start all fucking over.
Who did that?
And then, but it's just you got to find that right
Write your
person.
Who fuck did that?
I don't know. Some fucking chode. I don't know. Some
All right,
fucking
Eddie.
chode.
I
so
was
the
closing it.
chode the chode herder slacked on his job, huh?
Yeah.
As Kyle's closing in on that, I just came up with a couple things. This is going to be like
Okay.
a truth or drink kind of thing. So
Okay,
I
I'm
know you're
bringing
not drinking
Coke.
today.
There we go.
Yeah, I know you're not
Dr.
drinking today,
Coke.
so you'll take a couple sips of Coke if you refuse to answer the question.
All right.
Ooh.
First question is, what is your favorite song to perform, and what is your least favorite song to perform live, and why?
Oh fuck! Let me look at the album here. Let's see. Fuck! I really Fuck, man! I don't think I have a least favorite anymore. Like we had some songs before we wrote all this new shit that were just kind of blah and mundane and boring as fuck. But what's crazy is when you hate the song or the band hates the song because you played it 5,000 fucking times. The crowd likes it. You know what I mean? You're like,
Yeah.
fuck, I hate this fucking song. It's
It
slow.
changes
It's
the way you
boring.
feel as soon as you start it when you're playing live. It changes the entire
You're
way
just
you
like,
feel. 'Cause
there goes
you
my
just get
fucking
energy from it.
energy. The Man was just a boring ass song that we wrote a long time ago, and it was just about
So
sticking
that
it to
was
the man
was
kind
that
of thing.
the one that sounded like Terminator?
No, that was what the fuck? Oh, that was Snakebite. Snakebite was pretty cool.
Okay.
It was kind of a rednecky ass song.
So you're saying if you had to pick one, it was The Man?
Probably. And fucking people were like, "Man, are y'all playing The Man tonight?" I'm like, "Oh, goddamn, yeah, we're fucking playing that shit."
All right,
Like, get the
man.
fuck out of here. The fuck, it was just a long, slow, boring ass fucking song, man, and everybody fucking loved it. So,
Interesting.
that's probably my least favorite. My favorite, fuck, man, I don't know. It's just I love playing the whole set. When you're on the stage and you got people out there screaming and moshing and fucking raising their fists. You just you got to give it your all, and I like playing all of them. I mean, Dead by Daylight's pretty dope, just because it's
I think I know what the answer is here. Just based off of me seeing your energy on this particular song.
On this particular song. Oh, that would probably have to be Redemption.
Redemption.
Probably would be the best one, man. It's just a fucking moving song, man. It just if you haven't heard it, go listen to it, dude. It's all about rising up and coming back from being knocked the fuck down, and just doing what you got to do to fucking let them know that you're not fucking around. Pretty much.
Okay.
In a nutshell.
Question number two. Who's your least favorite local band to perform with?
Oh, dude, are you seriously fucking asking me that?
Yeah.
Good God. Oh, fuck.
God,
I don't think I'm taking a fucking drink. Yeah, least local favorite. Oh, fuck.
Well, you drank. You don't have to answer, technically.
Jesus Christ. I think I want to answer anyway. Hopefully they won't see the fucking podcast.
I need to get the power in me.
I mean, there's been a lot of fucking bands that have
That's
come
all right.
and
We'll
gone.
put them on blast. We'll put it in the description.
Yeah. Put their link to their fucking music so people can check out their shitty shit themselves.
Worst Arkansas band, period.
You're going to get them so much traffic.
They're going to be like, holy shit, look at our fucking views.
Depending on what you say, because if I disagree, then I won't.
I don't know, man. I mean, it depends. Like,
well, are you talking like you didn't like their music or you don't like the people? Like, because there's a difference, right?
There's 100%
big fucking difference.
Listen, like, there's not a lot of bands that you play with that you essentially like. Yeah, there's good people that play bad music. There's bad people that play good music all around, but it's typically the people that are the biggest difference.
It is the people, you know what I mean? Even if you're not a fan of the music,
100%.
It's still a band community,
will
and
make
you
the
still
biggest
rally
difference.
around. But you just have these dickheads in these bands that either think
It's
they're better than you, or what the
egos and
fuck are
stuff
you
like that.
doing? The egos, or they're just crappy fucking people, you know? I really can't think of one right off the top of my head. I mean, I probably got 5 or 10 that I could say, but I just
Well, you can say 10 of them.
I would fucking rather not.
He's like,
I mean, you and I probably have
I
some of the
know.
same bands in our fucking
Yeah.
minds that we
Yeah.
both want to say because of the people, honestly, you know, or because the music was just crap.
And I'm not gonna lie, I know the Defiantz are probably on somebody's list too.
You know what? You're not, you know, and that's the thing about music is you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. So, you know, they might
It's
say
like any
Eddie's,
other art form.
But
Just like
yeah, you know,
I do
Eddie's
want to
an
say, like,
asshole or arrogant
other than Eddie himself, like, we weren't complete dickheads to anybody.
not unless you were drunk. When you're drunk, you're a real dickhead. Hopefully, you don't get that drunk anymore. But golly, I mean, I've kicked
Dude,
Jerry in the
not loading my
nuts.
equipment up, and that's ass trying to do that.
Yeah. I load equipment. I unload equipment. I sell fucking merch. I book the fucking shows. I fucking get the merch together.
I'm just gonna say I agree with not answering that because
I don't want to. You know what I'm
You
saying?
also don't want to taint your presence in the scene, man.
I had some in my mind that they'd be super upset. They'd be mad.
Yeah, they
They'd
would
be
be mad, but it's mostly the people, you know, like
it is. And you just can't do anything about it. You can't do anything.
Just
They won't
fucking
change.
arrogant, or you know, they can't play and they think they're the best bass player or the best guitar player, and they just really fucking suck.
They're like people with like a record deal attitude that are nowhere near it.
Yeah, you know, and it's sad because that is a real fucking thing, man. People just they want to be bigger, and they get on these big shows with touring bands, and they fucking suck. They're hacks, man. And I'm like, how in the fuck are you up there and not this band or not that band that's way better than you? You know what I mean? It just,
dude,
it just fucking sucks, man.
I think that shows the dirt of the industry, man. Where like sometimes it just matters who you know, what favors you'll do, or what you're willing to sacrifice. You know?
Yeah, so it's like, who did you blow to fucking get this gig? You know what I mean?
Let me tell you the funnest band I think we ever played with, and I wish that they still played music.
The funnest band?
Yeah.
The funnest band would probably be
they were
you're
so
probably
cool.
thinking about the Archaic Dawn?
Yes. Yeah, they were like Slipknot. Fuck, man, those guys were so fucking good. They were fun to be around. They ripped ass on stage.
They
melted on stage.
Are we thinking about the same band? They wore the fucking mask. They looked like the skin mask, and the lead singer had the top hat and the paint and all that. Yeah,
melted on stage, and they were fun to be around. Man. They just stopped.
They were badass. They were really talented. Man, I like playing with Psychosis, man, because you know, I've known those dudes like 20 fucking years.
They were our neighbors too. I mean,
they were you know upstairs in our jam room. I hung out with a lot of them outside of fucking music.
We supported each other a lot.
You know, we supported each other a lot, dude.
2 or 3 of us that were at anybody's show, unless we were playing.
Yeah, all the time, man. They were always supporting us. We were supporting them. You know, we drank a lot of fucking liquor in their jam room. They drank some liquor in our jam room. Even
these guys, these drink a lot.
Yeah, I mean, they don't drink anymore like that, but they're just awesome,
I know
dude.
Zach's been clean for a long time, right?
Damn, man, Zach's been clean like 7-8 years now or some shit, which is fucking awesome. He was not doing good, but he's doing fucking great now. But like Psychosis, man, they brought me in the scene. They were big. They were playing these big fucking shows, opening up for touring bands. At the time, my drummer and guitar player are cousins. They're related to Corey. So they were like, hey, we got a band together, blah, blah. He's like, when y'all get your shit together, give me a shout. And he checked us out, you know, came and saw us or whatever, and was like, yeah, I think I could get y'all, you know, out and play some shows. And bam, here we are. You know, now we play shows with them all the time and open up for big touring bands and shit like that. So,
and it's been a fucking blast. This is a good band with even better people.
With Psychosis.
It's a huge difference, yeah.
They're all good. They're all talented as fuck. And they're just good people, you know. They've been around as long as I have. Longer.
I mean, these guys have played the same stuff for almost a decade, and they're still practicing a couple times a week. super
Yeah,
tight.
they've had some setbacks. You know, we're all getting older
Great
now.
live performances, and then on
Arthritis.
top of that, they're even better people. Like anybody in that band, you
He's
can
like,
you
"Stop."
can be around.
Yeah.
They're
They're
good
just cool
people.
dudes. You know, they always grill out before practice. I would always fucking take my fat ass up there and try to squeeze in some food.
Yeah, Zach's a
They had
golfer
'em.
too. I played with him a couple times. That was fun.
Yeah, Zach's.
What's it like trying to belt out dudes with a full burger belly?
Fuck, it's rough, man. It's fucking rough.
It's
like
rough
the
him
ketchup's
trying to.
coming back.
It's
Shit.
like, oh fuck, I really can't hit
It's
that
rough
high
him
note
trying
like
to
I
belt
need
anything.
to, because like, it's fucking bad, fucking bad. But there's a lot of bands that
There's
have been
one
around.
name and one word, Eddie and Belt. It's tough no matter what.
Oh, like wearing them, belting music, like all the above.
Damn, I wasn't going there.
Golly, man, thanks. Thanks, man. Oh, sorry, I'm losing you. I can't hear you. My bad.
We're just testing that
We're
thick
fucking-
skin we talked about earlier. That's all.
Yeah, it's thick as fuck, man. I promise you that, dude. It takes a lot to get me being out of shape. Probably that and all the fucking ganja I smoked doesn't really bother me anymore.
The late night munchies, man. That actually comes on.
I just fucking laugh. Yeah, my skin is fucking stretched. Fucking stretched.
Like that fucking like that scene in Men in Black. Is that matter? He's like pulls his head back.
Yeah, that's it. Sugar water.
Your skin is falling off your buns.
Yeah. So you got one more fucking question?
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah. Uno más, por favor.
Okay, how about this? And it doesn't have to be me, but I already know
Oh
it is.
shit! Fuck.
I
Oh,
already know
it's a
it.
fucking guitar question, like who's the best guitar player you ever fucking had, or some egotistical.
No,
See,
it
there's
was-
that ego.
It
I
was
was
going to
telling
be
you
who was
about,
the best
Kyle.
singer in the band.
Well, fucking me. The band's named after me. What the fuck are you talking about? Holy shit! It took you forever to get you on a fucking microphone just to sing fucking backup.
No,
You
I
fucking kidding me right now?
I didn't have a third question.
I didn't have a third
Fucking what a dig, man. See, that's the ego, like I was talking about. You fucking guitar players.
I'm so egoless.
No, you could sing, man. When you actually started fucking singing, dude, I was like, holy shit, why the fuck are you just now singing? Like it just, I know it's hard playing guitar
It's just-
and fucking
I
singing.
don't know. Like I could have been told by 100 people that I can't sing or play guitar, and I've just been like, yeah, you're right, dude.
Right.
You can't.
I mean,
either,
I've
but
had-
yeah, I know.
Fuck, I've had people, throughout my 15 years span to go, fucking Eddie sucks or this or that, and I'm like, well, okay, but I fucking made
I
it
said
work
the same
somehow.
shit pretty regularly.
Well, fuck, but you stuck around for 6 years or whatever the fuck it was, so that's your
Yeah,
own
small-
goddamn fault.
Small pool of bands.
Yeah,
Well, it's
yeah.
kind of the beauty of like art forms, man. You just keep chugging along, and you'll find your audience.
Again,
eventually, right?
it's all about the people, because it's not that I wasn't offered several times to play with different groups, but it was like I can't be around those kind of people. Like
Yeah, I know. Oh,
I
wait,
think,
are you
I
talking
think
about
I
that
think
one
you
band?
know. I think you know what I'm
I
talking
know
about.
exactly who the fuck
That's
you're talking
one of
about.
them. Yeah, that's one of them, and it's like,
Yeah.
man, I love you guys, but there's just no way that we can.
There's no
around each
fucking
other
way
all the
because,
time.
like, if you go to band practice every day or every fucking week and you're like, fuck, I don't want to be here. This person brings me the fuck down. We actually had that in our band for a while. Excuse me. And
Whoa,
that
I'll
was
get that
that,
a 7.
Nice
that was
push.
that belt. That belch.
That was brought up well. Too bad you,
That
man.
was yeah. But yeah, it's a bitch, man. You don't want to be in a band where you're not happy and doing what you want to do. It's the motherfucker. So
Yeah, it was just
sometimes
stuff
the
I was
music
very
sucks.
open about. It's like as soon as somebody would send me something like that, I'd be like, "Hey, look who asked this," kind of
Oh,
thing.
right. Yeah,
And
it's
it's just-
whatever,
yeah.
dude. And people
gotta,
trying to steal.
You gotta have the right kind of people to be around if you're gonna do this shit nonstop like we did.
Fuck, man, because look how much time we were jamming 2 days a week or 3 days a week and fucking going, playing shows every fucking
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah,
You spend a lot of time. It's your family, so you don't always get along with family, and people get pissed off and blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, you're like, okay, this is my job. This is this is what we chose to do together as a group. So,
dude, it was 100%. It started to feel like after a while, I would say like maybe after we would halfway through we had been doing it, it just felt like a second job.
yeah, fuck. It was like, fuck, I gotta do this.
And I even called you and told you like, when I knew I was gonna move, I was like, this is not starting to feel fun anymore, and it kind of feels like we're just working all the time.
Fuck, we were though,
Yeah.
and we weren't even signed. We were just a local fucking band playing shows,
Yeah.
and
I mean, you have to be honest when you get somewhere at that point. Sometimes you need a hiatus, or sometimes you need just
there's
whatever.
burnout.
But you got to
yeah, everybody gets burned
when
the
you
fuck
get there,
out.
or you're just gonna write shit.
Well, especially when you got to juggle, like, if the music isn't your sole bread and butter, you're technically, you're burning it at both ends when you're trying to juggle a job and a family, and then also the music stuff late at night. Like, you're losing sleep, you're sacrificing this and that.
Oh
like,
man, the fucking after a show, you're not getting home till 2, 3 in the fucking morning. Or I remember driving back from fucking. We would drive back from Shreveport or fucking Texarkana or Oklahoma or whatever, and fucking, a 3-4 hour drive. You get home and the fucking sun's coming out. You're like, God damn, I gotta go home and go to bed. We'll unload the fucking trailer tomorrow or something.
Well, that's even all the more reason why you got to make sure you pick the right people, because, like, I mean, not to get all like psychology on this shit, but it plays right into what I've been saying for years now, which is like, there's no such thing as normal, because everybody's fucking weird in their own way. So you just got to find the weird people that you like, the kind of weird you like to get down with, and get down with those same weird people. And what is the weirdest thing about people? It's the shit that they're into. And what is an art form other than the shit that you're most passionate about or whatever? So that's going to be the weirdest thing about them. So you got to really make sure you find the right fucking weird people to match your weird. And especially if you're going to start losing sleep and making sacrifices, because now you're going to have no patience. You're going to be frustrated, and you still got to be able to tolerate and like hug it out with those people at the end of the day,
Yeah. And it's a great thing. I mean, people that get into music are very passionate about it, and just the camaraderie and the going out and doing things as a whole. Oh shit, there's Eddie And The Defiantz. Let's go hang out with them and have a drink, and let's buy them shots while they're playing a Cinco de Mayo party, so they get obliviated and all that.
It's
you
the
remember
artistic
that
family you get to form. Sometimes autistic, but you try for artistic.
It's definitely autistic. Sometimes it is, but it's just cool getting out there and playing live music and hearing people sing your music, and
hell yeah,
buying your merch, and you see somebody walking down the street with your shirt on, you're like, holy shit, it's kind of cool.
Look, Mom,
even on a small level, yeah, really.
Yeah,
that's pretty dope.
It's something.
Oh, you remember that show, Eric, the Cinco de Mayo party?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
I remember. I remember.
remember.
We did some dumbass shit where we like buttoned up our
dude, we looked
shirt
dope,
we were
man.
wearing.
That was
we had
not stupid.
We had.
Did you just do the top button?
Yeah, we did the cholo.
We did the top button. We had like white tank tops.
Just the top button.
Yeah, we all had white beaters on.
This is the same shirt I wore.
I
think I wore a bandana. I think I remember that
when my hair used to be like slicked all the time, and then I would wet it before the show so I could move, and so I had like a bandana on too.
Yeah, dude, we totally did that up. It was awesome, but the problem with that show was everybody started buying us tequila shots like 7 o'clock.
Oh my dude!
Before we started playing,
they kept bringing it to the stage. How many?
Oh my god, dude! I don't even remember. I remember laying on the stage like probably the last song because I was out of it.
Dude, it's funny. You guys
not even shitting you. Like it was like every 2 minutes, like people were bringing like a tray of fucking shots up to the stage.
It was bad.
So they were trying to kill you,
basically.
Yeah, to kill you.
You ask for one, you get 20.
Yeah, all day, and they got to bring 5 because there's 5 people in the band. So if Jason didn't want his or some.
Hey, we made the bar money that night, though. I'll say that.
Yeah, it was packed, man. It was packed. Yeah. We had some really great shows.
It was a packed show, and they just kept fucking going to the bar and back.
I bet they lost their ass on us drinking though, because we usually got free drinks or pretty close to free anyway.
I don't know. After that, I don't think we drank a whole lot when we got done with that set.
Oh my god, I think
I think we packed up and we're like, fuck.
It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. I kicked Jerry in the nuts in Texarkana. That was, yeah, it was not good. I was on a cough syrup, weed, and alcohol, and
God.
Jerry was just one of those guys, man. He's from New York, so he talked
Yeah.
like this all the time. Hey,
He's
Wait,
a
wasn't he the
was
one
a-
I met?
He was a former WWF wrestler.
Yes, that's the one I
Yeah.
met. Yes.
yeah. So Jerry just always
And
got
he
on
had
my
some.
nerves.
He was cool to be around a lot of times. He had some really cool stories. If you could actually
did.
sit him down without him being like a dickhead to you for whatever reason that he had
Right.
that day, but like he was cool to sit down and just talk to.
He was, man. He really had a lot of knowledge, and he was a pretty good guitar player. But man, I just thought it'd be funny to kick him in the nuts, and he was facing
He was
away from me, talking to some people.
He reminded me of that guy when I first met him. It was like when I moved from Italy to Arkansas. It was like he had them stories of like he's a thrash metal guitarist, and he had them stories of meeting like people from Slayer and Scott Ian from Anthrax, and it was like almost like borderline taught these guys how to play thrash metal. It's like he just had a lot of stories, and it was like those were his influences. Yet he was like almost side by side with these guys at the time.
Man, it was so cool because his dad was like a big time. I wouldn't say a producer. What does Dad do? His dad had something to do in the music industry. Like I guess he would get demo tapes. He would get demo tapes. And
Oh, he was like an A&R rep?
I wouldn't know. He would like get demos, and then I think he would transfer them over from like reel to reel to tape, or he did something
Oh,
along.
so he was like one of those people that found like the old catalogs and would like
Well, like
digitally,
say so. Like
catalog
Jerry
it.
told me about Pantera. I think he got one of Pantera's like first tapes to go over and listen to, and his dad got the tape, and Beastie Boys and some other people, and he got to hear all that before they were big and famous, and he was like, "Holy crap, what is this?"
That's wild.
So,
Yeah,
it was wild, man.
my mom even had a kind of a funny story when Pantera was starting out fresh.
Oh yeah,
It's
let's
like
hear it.
they were the opening act to Metallica Guns N' Roses show, and they were out in their van in the parking lot handing out tapes.
Yeah,
And my mom walked by, and they were trying to hand out a tape, and she was like, "Who the fuck are you guys?" And just walked on, and it was like Pantera, out in the fucking parking lot.
that would be crazy, man.
Imagine
Yeah.
if she still had that, like if she got it and still had the tape.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she did
like
the same
hand
shit
give it
with
to him
Sylvester
from
Stallone.
Pantera. Really?
Yeah, back
Wait,
when
what?
she lived in California, early on, pretty close to L.A. Hollywood area. He was rolling, like her and her friend were hanging out, walking down this block, and Sylvester Stallone was going around in a limo, and he rolled his window down and said some shit to them. I don't know if it was like, "Hey, you guys want to ride the limo, or you guys want to hang out or something?" And they told him to piss off.
He was like, "Hey yo,
Dude,
Hey,
I walked by Willem Dafoe in New York
hey
once.
drug."
I walked by Willem Dafoe in New York once, and he was like up to my nipple. Like
Really? He's
like,
that short?
Yeah, he's a short
Yeah.
dude.
Wow, that's crazy.
That dude stands on boxes for most of his roles.
Wow, that's
I saw
insane.
Forrest Whitaker in a club, and he's a pretty big dude.
Was he looking at you or looking somewhere else?
Tom Cruise.
I
Tom
couldn't
Cruise is
tell.
a short ass motherfucker too.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is very short.
Oh,
That's
very
true.
short. Yeah. It's crazy because you
I thought it was
see.
funny in
Pharrell's super
South Park.
short,
When the South Park, they show him as like the little like midget kicking dude. Like,
Too funny, man. Too funny. Good time. So I definitely have to
All
send
right.
y'all some product to try out and send
yes.
you a vinyl and that
All
way
right,
y'all
so they can find we can find beard products at AmericanBeardBully.com.
Yep.
And then where can they find your music? Just look up
Spotify,
Eddie and
man.
the Defiantz.
Yeah, Eddie and the Defiantz on Spotify.
Is that Defiance with a Z?
With the Z.
and symbol
Yeah, just like
DEFIANT.
just type in Eddie and the Defiantz.
There you go, right
There
there.
you go. Ed Die. Not
They die.
with a Y.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
Hell yeah,
and,
brother.
And a lot of stuff. Like we gave thanks to let's see, our former guitar player is the one that actually recorded the album at his little home studio. And then he did most of the artwork other than the pictures in the front. But we've got a little special thanks on here. Where does it say? I can't see crap. Okay, it just says music and lyrics written by Eddie Fletcher, Chad Clapp, Jason Garcia, James Prophet, Eric Biddle, Donnie Hall, Eric Kingma. You ever heard of that guy? And Jerry Sadler. So there's about
Nice.
10. We're like a Slipknot, but there's only 5 of us that actually get out and play live. All right, the music.
I'll come back just to hit wet drums.
Wet drums.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's fun. Just if you come back, we'll do a reunion tour. I'll book us a couple shows and
yeah, I'll come. I'll come back. I'll let you know way in advance. Yeah, more. Yeah, maybe we'll do a show.
We could.
I'll have to drive up there if that happens because I'm only like 4 hours away.
Oh, really? Where are you at?
I'm over in the DFW area. So.
Oh, right on, right on. That's a big area.
Yeah.
Yeah, big. There's lots to do over there.
I enjoy it, man. Plenty of golf, plenty of things to do.
Yeah. We just played Reno's. Actually, was our last show. You know where Reno's Chop Shop is?
I don't think so.
It's a pretty cool middle bar.
Well, hey man, if you end up coming through Texas again, like holler at me. Let me know.
For sure.
I'll try and get to a show if I can, for sure.
Yeah, we got another dude. Our buddy Will let us stay.
I'm sure he'll go back through there. Might be nursing home, but he'll be there.
Yeah. By the time we get the band back together, it probably will be. Kane's walking with a walker, so yeah. But man, it's been good. I appreciate y'all having me on the show.
Yeah.
We appreciate you coming on, man. Thanks for sharing with us, for sure.
Right, awesome, definitely.
Kyle. Let's hear it.
All right. Oh wait, you trying to make us take another shot again? I don't have another shot.
I don't either.
All right, cool. So we don't need to take another shot. That's fine.
I think Eric needs to take one.
I was the only one to drink booze, so you can go fuck yourself.
That's okay. That's fair.
Okay, you got a point there. I'm out of Coke too, so.
All right. Well, one last time. So Eddie and the Defiantz on Spotify, AmericanBeardBully.com. Check out the beard products and whatnot. And we'll definitely be giving a review after we get some. We'll
thanks for sponsoring us. Thanks for the t-shirts you're sending, and thanks for the products you're sending.
I'm sorry. I think there's something wrong with your laptop there. There must be a glitch or something. I didn't say none of that shit. Yeah, American Beard Bully.
Seriously, thank you for coming on, man, and sharing with us. We'll definitely have you on again and can share more of music life and
tell me how awesome my beard products are when y'all get them and use them and leave your other company.
We'll have the links.
Absolutely.
We'll have the links for the band and the product in the description, and then
right on, awesome.
Hopefully overlay your logo above your face because it's better than looking at you.
Yeah. I'll try and slap that logo on, and this will be the perfect timing for it. As I say it, it'll appear. And then yeah, man, and we'll have our email in the description there. So for all the viewers out there, thanks for checking us out. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share because that always helps us out with views and spreading awareness of the channel. And we'll have our email, so send in any questions, suggestions. Feel free to post comments as well because that's a great way to get in touch with us too. And yeah, we'll just look forward to the next episode.
Cool, man.
All right, thanks again, Eddie.
All right, dude, appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. Thanks everybody who's tuned in, and we'll catch you next time. See you later.